how to look attractive in pregnancy.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for coming. For those of you who are new here, hi, welcome, hello. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. My name is Princess. I'm a midwife and I'm also a mother. On this channel we talk about everything pregnancy, motherhood, parenting, baby, delivery, and everything in between. So hi, welcome. If you're pregnant, you've come to your please don't hesitate to comment, like, and share. I'll be looking forward to your comments and most specifically what you want me to talk about in my subsequent videos. I'll be looking out for that. So today's topic is basically about how to look attractive in pregnancy. And whenever I say that, then I want to discuss how to maintain your personal hygiene in pregnancy. It's not always easy to discuss it with them during the appointment, even when you realize that they have a problem with their personal hygiene. So over these years I've branded it this way. So instead of me telling my clients during the appointment that I want to talk to you about personal hygiene, or go straight and tell them that, okay, so I would want you to take your bath twice in a day, like, it doesn't really go down well with me, in my ears, in my heart. Like, it feels a little bit insulting. If I were here, I would feel, what does she see? Why is she talking to me about personal hygiene? Like, what's wrong with me? So instead of saying it that way, I rather go ahead and say, hey, you're doing so well, you look so beautiful. So how about us discuss a few things, a few tips on how to look extra attractive during pregnancy. And they're always so excited when I put it in that way. I'm sure a few of you may be thinking that personal hygiene is something basic that most people would probably know. But I have been a midwife for almost 4 years now, and I'm telling you that a lot of pregnant women have personal hygiene issues. Either she has a bad breath, or she has body odor, or she has some dry lips, like something. There's always something to talk about with regards to pregnant women's personal hygiene. So please, I know this video is going to help somebody out today. I am going to be a little bit comprehensive because I want to talk a bit about everything. So I'm sorry if you may know some of the things that I want to talk about already. So yes, basically on today's video, I'm going to discuss with you how to look attractive in pregnancy. We know we branded it. So yes, first thing I would want to talk about with regards to personal hygiene or how to look attractive in pregnancy is about showering routines. So how many times do you shower? Do you shower once in a day? Do you shower twice in a day? Do you shower every other day? Yes, different people have different showering routines. But if you're pregnant, you may need to increase the number of times that you take a shower. That's for sure. Shower at least once in a day, and if possible, try to do it twice in a day. Why twice in a day? Because if you're pregnant, you tend to sweat a lot, especially people who live in warm climate areas. So I don't know, if you're pregnant, like, just compare yourself to when you weren't pregnant. You realize that you tend to sweat more now than before. So once you sweat, you know, the sweat, it contains some odor especially. So you may need to bath once in the morning and once also in the evening to prevent body odor. Yes, so basically, and if you are taking a shower, you would have to pay more attention to where there are skin folds. So where do you have skin folds? Is it under your breast? Is it in your groin area? Like, pay attention to wherever there are skin folds, your armpit, your groin area, your breast and under breast. So you can lift your breast. If your breast is a little saggy, then you can bath around that area, and then you make sure that you are taking a shower with a lot of water. So after that, you dry all of this area where there are skin folds, and right after you get out of the shower, I would advise that you moisturize, and so that cream or your lotion can really penetrate into your skin and then absorb it very well. Why do you need to moisturize? Because in pregnancy, remember that you are growing a baby, and then your abdomen is enlarging, your breast is also enlarging, and then your hip is also enlarging. So you would need to moisturize these areas to reduce the incidences of stretch marks. Well, you cannot prevent stretch marks from appearing during pregnancy because it kind of shows how much stretchable collagens that a pregnant woman may have. So if a pregnant woman has more stretch marks, what it means is that that person has less stretchable collagens, and the person who has less or no stretch marks has more stretchable collagens. But once you moisturize, it is going to limit the amount of stretch marks that you're going to have. And nobody is ready to see that dry, flaky skin. So yes, moisturize a lot around your breast, around your hip, on your belly. There are so many moisturizing creams on the market. You can do it with shea butter, you can do it with bio oil, you can do it with Vaseline, you can do whatever essential oils, whatever your preference may be. So after you take your shower, you make sure that you've dried, paying attention to wherever that skin folds, and then you are moisturizing as soon as you leave the shower. The next thing I would want to discuss with you is oral hygiene. I don't know if you've heard about the old woman's adage that goes like, the number of children you have is equivalent to the number of teeth or the number of teeth that you may lose. And that's not true, but there's a little bit of truth in this, because when you're pregnant, there are so many things that predisposes you to having dental issues. One, because there's increase in salivation, and the saliva pH kind of decreases, making your saliva slightly acidic, and that puts your teeth at risk for having so many problems. So in pregnancy, you're at risk for having gingivitis, tooth decay, losing a tooth, like all those things. So if you're pregnant, you may need to brush your teeth twice in a day as well. So one in the morning and then one before you go to bed. I've had a couple of my clients tell me that whenever they brush their teeth, they kind of have nausea and vomiting. It provokes their nausea and vomiting. Yes, that's true, because when I was also pregnant with my girl, whenever I tried to brush my teeth, I also had nausea and vomiting, or it provoked my nausea and vomiting. So what I would advise is that if you have problems with nausea and vomiting, you don't have to neglect brushing your teeth. You still have to make a lot of effort to maintain your oral hygiene, because if you're not doing that, then you're going to lose your tooth, or you're going to have gingivitis, or you're going to have tooth decay. And I'm not sure you want to have this as a result of the pregnancy, something that is extra preventable. So what I would advise is that you get a soft bristle brush. So like the toddler's bristle brush. So, and whenever you are brushing your teeth, you make sure that you're brushing it slowly, especially when it gets your gums and your tongue. You brush it slowly, and that kind of helps. So it's better you try this rather than not brushing at all. So I've had a few of my clients not brushing their teeth at all because they have nausea and vomiting when they do. So they do it like every 2 days or every other day, which is very bad. So you also need to floss whenever necessary. So whenever you have to floss, please do well and floss. And after every feed, you may need to rinse your mouth, or after every feed, you would need to rinse your mouth with water and use a mouthwash whenever possible or whenever necessary. So try these and let me know how the thing I would want to talk about is your hair. So how long do you keep in your hair? I've seen pregnant women have the same hairdo, one protective style, from the time they came for the booking till the time they came in to deliver their babies. And you would be surprised the kind of smell that comes out from these hairs. Like every time I'm in awe, like how do you do this? How do you even breathe well? How is your partner reacting to this? Sis, that is so wrong. Apart from the fact that you are destroying or you are damaging your hair, is also not very feminine. Like imagine you all dressed well in a very nice dress, all groomed up, and then you pass by somebody and your hair is so smelly. No, not so ladylike. So you would need to change your hairdo after every 6 weeks at most. Don't keep a protective hairstyle for more than 6 weeks. It is damaging your hair. And even if you are keeping it for the period of 6 weeks, make sure you are cleaning your scalp with rubbing alcohol. There's so many YouTube videos that talks about how to maintain your hair clean and neat on a regular. That also works for pregnant women. So there's so many essential oils that you can use to clean your scalp. There's so many things. There's so many hair sprays that you can use during the entire 6 weeks so that your hair doesn't smell very bad. But make sure it is not, or you're not keeping that same hairdo for more than 6 weeks. The next thing I would want to talk to you about is your nails. So you would have to keep your nails short and clean. If you're a person who likes to fix your nails, that's fine. You can fix your nails. Make sure it is just short and then it is clean, because microorganisms can harbor in your hands, and then if you don't take very good care of it, you eat with the same hand and then the germs get into your body, and that's another story to talk about. If you're not a person who also likes to fix their nails and then you like to keep your nails, make sure that you've always filed it and then it's looking short and clean. The next thing I would want to talk about is getting rid of body hair. So there are so many ways of getting rid of body hair. So you can either shave, you can wax, you can tweeze, depending on where the hair is. So make sure you are getting rid of hairs in your armpit and in your pubic area. One, because if your hair is grown around your armpit and also in your pubic area, it kind of gives you body odor, in that when you sweat, it kind of absorbs some of the sweat, and when it dries, it becomes very offensive. So make sure that you shave your armpit and around your pubic area as well, or you wax it, or whichever way. But the tip that I have for you today is that if you're not waxing, you're not tweezing, and you are using a shaving stick, make sure that you have a shaving cream. If you don't have a shaving cream, make sure you have body lotion or soap. So the soap, you just apply it, or you apply the lotion, and make sure that the area feels very slippery and very nice. Then you can use your shaving stick to shave around that area. Know that if you shave the area just like that without applying a shaving cream or a lotion, if you don't have a shaving cream or soap, it's going to make you have bumps, and it's always very painful, and you end up with a lot of cuts as well. Pay very much attention to that. Whenever you're shaving or whenever you're getting rid of hair and you want to use shaving, make sure that you have a shaving cream. If not, you improvise with either lotion or with soap, and make sure that it's slippery and it feels very nice before you shave. The next thing I would want to talk about is the use of deodorant. Some people don't like to use deodorants. I don't know why, because of different reasons. Please look for a brand that works for you. There's so many deodorant brands on the market. So if you feel like you use the spray one and then it provokes your nausea, yes, a lot of people give me that excuse. You can use that roll-on. There are so many types. You don't just have to use the spray deodorant. You can use the you can use the roll-on, or you can use the stick one. There's so many brands that you can try. So please, whenever you take a shower, make sure that you use a deodorant, either the spray one or the stick one or the roll-on one. I personally use the Dove deodorant, and I use the roll-on. Sometimes I also use the Sheer for Women spray, and they all work for me, so I alternate it as I when. There are also so many brands that you can look for. So you would need to groom yourself so much during this pregnancy. Yes, I understand that the pregnancy can be a little bit stressful and all that, and you don't have time to do so many things, and you can even figure yourself out and all that. But please try to groom yourself. It is very, very, very necessary, very important. So by grooming yourself, what do I mean? I have seen a couple of pregnant women walk into my consulting room with unironed dresses, and sometimes you may see that the dresses are not clean. Like, who does that? Please, if you're pregnant, that's not the end of the world. You can still look very attractive and then so nice and classy. You don't need to invest in so many clothes. You can just get, if you're not a person who is a fan of maternity clothes, you can always buy something that is one size bigger than you, and you don't always have to buy so many dresses in your first trimester or in your second trimester or in your third trimester. You may need new clothes as and when, so because you're going to increase in size throughout the pregnancy. So the dresses that you buy or the clothes that you buy during the first trimester may not necessarily fit you during the second trimester or your third trimester. So you may need to make sure that you're wearing comfortable clothes at every time. Even if you don't want to wear maternity clothes, make sure that you're wearing clothes that are comfortable and that are one size bigger. And every time you wear your dress or your clothes, make sure they look neat. If there's any particular place that is torn, make sure before you step out, you have stitched it something, or you have made it well, so that the place that is slitted, that's not actually supposed to have a slit or torn, you've actually stitched it up so that it looks nice. It doesn't make you look so wretched. And if your dress is not ironed, make sure you take a few minutes and iron it before you step out. It is very necessary. And make sure every clothes that you're wearing looks neat and nice. So don't always repeat dresses that you haven't washed, because remember I told you that in pregnancy you sweat a lot. So if you sweat, you come and put the dress down, and then the next day you're wearing it. Sis, that's not it. We don't do it that way. The next thing I would want to talk about with regards to grooming yourself is to make sure that you always appear nicely. So how do you appear nicely? If you're a makeup person, or you can do your makeup, or you can tolerate doing your makeup, please do it. If you're tired or you're not a makeup person and so you cannot make up, that's also fine. I didn't used to make up when I was pregnant with my girl. I couldn't even stand making up at all, even though I am a big fan of makeup. So what you need to do if you're not a makeup person is that, or you don't feel like you want to do your makeup, don't just show up with your face looking all like that. Make sure that you have brushed your eyebrow and you have put on some lip gloss or some lipstick, like something. You don't have to just go out with cracked lips in the name of you're pregnant. That's not how to look attractive in pregnancy. The next thing I would want to talk about with regards to grooming is to take care of your facial hair. So if you're a person who has facial hair like I do, you don't have to let it grow because you're pregnant, and please no. Take care of that facial hair. So twist that hair, shave that hair, like however way you can get rid of it. I have a little mustache over here. I do take care of it every now and then. When you're pregnant, don't neglect it. Continue taking care of your facial hair. Thank you so much for watching. Please, if you like videos like these, don't hesitate to comment, like, and share. I'll be looking forward to your comments on what you want me to talk about in my next video. Thank you so much and have a nice day.